The complete history of the FIFA World Cup, 1930 to 2026. The FIFA World Cup is the most prestigious football tournament in the world. Organized by the FIFA every 4 years, it brings together the best national teams from across the globe to compete for football's greatest prize. Since its first edition in 1930, the World Cup has evolved from a small competition with just 13 teams into the world's biggest sporting event, watched by billions of people. The birth of the FIFA World Cup. Football had already become one of the world's most popular sports by the early 1900s. However, there was no global tournament for national teams outside the Olympic Games. The idea of creating a dedicated international football championship came from FIFA President Jules Rimet, who believed football deserved its own world championship. In 1928, FIFA voted to establish the FIFA World Cup. Uruguay was chosen to host the first tournament because it had won the Olympic football tournaments in 1924 and 1928. It was celebrating 100 years of independence. It agreed to pay the travel expenses of participating teams. 1930, the first FIFA World Cup. The inaugural tournament took place in Uruguay. Only 13 nations participated. 7 from South America, 4 from Europe, 2 from North America. There were no qualification matches because traveling across the Atlantic by ship took several weeks, and many European teams declined the invitation. The final was played in Montevideo between Uruguay and Argentina. Uruguay defeated Argentina 4-2, becoming the first FIFA World Cup champions. This tournament marked the beginning of football's greatest tradition. World War II stops football. The World Cup was scheduled for 1942 and 1946. However, World War II devastated much of the world. Many footballers joined the military, stadiums were destroyed, and international travel became impossible. As a result, both tournaments were cancelled. For 12 years, there was no World Cup. 1950, football returns. Brazil hosted the first post-war World Cup. This tournament introduced one of football's biggest surprises. Brazil only needed a draw against Uruguay in the final stage to become champions. Nearly 200,000 fans filled the Maracana Stadium expecting a Brazilian victory. Instead, Uruguay stunned the world by winning 2-1. The shocking defeat became known as the Maracanazo, one of the greatest upsets in football history. 1954, the Miracle of Bern. The 1954 World Cup was held in Switzerland. Hungary entered the tournament unbeaten for 4 years and was considered the greatest team in the world. They defeated West Germany 8-3 earlier in the tournament. But in the final, West Germany shocked everyone by winning 3-2. The victory became known as the Miracle of Bern. 1958, the arrival of Pelé. The 1958 World Cup in Sweden changed football forever. A 17-year-old Pelé amazed the world with incredible skill. Brazil defeated Sweden 5-2 in the final. Pelé became the youngest player ever to win a World Cup. He would later win 3 World Cups, 1958, 1962, and 1970, a record no other player has matched. 1966, England's only triumph. England hosted the tournament for the first time. The final featured England against West Germany. England won 4-2 after extra time. One of the most controversial moments came when Geoff Hurst's shot struck the crossbar and bounced near the goal line before being awarded as a goal. To this day, fans still debate whether the ball fully crossed the line. England remains a one-time World Cup champion. 1970, the greatest team ever? Mexico became the first nation to host 2 World Cups. Brazil dazzled the world with beautiful attacking football. Led by Pelé, Brazil defeated Italy 4-1 in the final. Many football historians consider this Brazil side the greatest international team ever assembled. Brazil permanently kept the Jules Rimet Trophy after winning their 3rd World Cup. A new trophy. After Brazil permanently retained the Jules Rimet Trophy, FIFA commissioned a new trophy. The new FIFA World Cup trophy was designed by Italian sculptor Silvio Gazzaniga. It has been awarded to every champion since 1974. Unlike the Jules Rimet Trophy, the FIFA World Cup trophy always remains FIFA's property. Champions receive a gold-plated replica. 1974, Total Football. West Germany hosted the tournament. The Netherlands amazed the world with Total Football, led by Johan Cruyff. Despite their brilliance, West Germany defeated the Dutch 2-1 in the final. 1978, Argentina's first title. Argentina hosted the World Cup amid political controversy. Backed by passionate home support, Argentina defeated the Netherlands 3-1 after extra time. The victory gave Argentina its first World Cup. 1982, a bigger tournament. Spain hosted the World Cup. For the first time, the tournament expanded from 16 teams to 24. Italy defeated West Germany 3-1 in the final. Paolo Rossi became the tournament's biggest hero after returning from suspension to lead Italy to victory. 1986, Maradona's masterpiece. Mexico became the first nation to host the World Cup twice. The tournament belonged to Diego Maradona. Against England, he scored 2 of football's most famous goals. The first became known as the Hand of God. where he punched the ball into the net. Just minutes later, he dribbled past 5 England players to score what many call the greatest goal in football history. Argentina defeated West Germany in the final. 1990, Cameroon shocks the world. Italy hosted the World Cup. African football reached new heights as Cameroon became the first African nation to reach the quarterfinals. West Germany defeated Argentina 1-0 in the final. 1994, football comes to America. The United States hosted the World Cup for the first time. It became the highest-attended World Cup in history. Brazil defeated Italy on penalties after a goalless final. Roberto Baggio's missed penalty remains one of football's most heartbreaking moments. 1998, France celebrate at home. France hosted the tournament. For the first time, 32 teams participated. France defeated Brazil 3-0 in the final. Zinedine Zidane scored twice with headers. France won its first World Cup. 2002, Asia makes history. Japan and South Korea became the first co-hosts and the first Asian hosts. Brazil defeated Germany 2-0. Ronaldo Nazário scored both goals and finished with 8 goals in the tournament. Brazil claimed a record 5th World Cup title. 2006, Zidane's farewell. Germany hosted the tournament. Italy defeated France on penalties. The final became famous because Zidane headbutted Marco Materazzi and was sent off in the final match of his career. 2010, Africa hosts. South Africa became the first African nation to host the FIFA World Cup. The tournament featured the famous Vuvuzelas. Spain defeated the Netherlands 1-0 after extra time. Andrés Iniesta scored the winning goal. Spain became world champions for the first time. 2014, Germany humiliate Brazil. Brazil hosted the World Cup. The semifinal produced one of football's most unbelievable scorelines. Germany defeated Brazil 7-1. It remains Brazil's heaviest defeat in World Cup history. Germany later defeated Argentina in the final. Mario Götze scored the winning goal. 2018, France rise again. Russia hosted the tournament. France defeated Croatia 4-2 in an exciting final. A young Kylian Mbappé became the first teenager since Pelé to score in a World Cup final. 2022, Messi completes football. Qatar hosted the first World Cup in the Middle East. Lionel Messi finally lifted the World Cup trophy, completing one of football's greatest careers. 2026, a new era. The 2026 FIFA World Cup was the first edition with 48 teams and was jointly hosted by Canada, Mexico, and the United States. It marked the biggest expansion in World Cup history, giving more nations than ever the opportunity to compete on football's biggest stage. Legendary World Cup records. Most titles, Brazil 5. Most World Cup appearances, Cristiano Ronaldo, 6 Men's World Cups. Most World Cup goals, Miroslav Klose, 16. Youngest World Cup winner, Pelé, 17 years old. Only player to win 3 World Cups, Pelé. Largest semi-final win, Germany 7-1 Brazil, 2014. Why the FIFA World Cup is so special. The FIFA World Cup is more than a football tournament. It is a global celebration that unites billions of people across different cultures, languages, and continents. Every 4 years, new heroes emerge, underdogs shock the world, and unforgettable moments become part of football history. From Uruguay's triumph in 1930 to the expanded tournament of 2026, the FIFA World Cup has remained the ultimate dream for every footballer and the greatest spectacle in world sport. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest football news, transfer updates, and breaking stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.